Greetings, strategy gaming gamers. What the heck was that intro? Welcome to another EU4 guide and extended timeline. My name is Mythical Plow, and today we will cover the free city of Aachen. In 1444, Aachen is a free city within the Holy Roman Empire. Limited at the start due to having only one province, they have immense potential with lots of expansion paths and great ideas all in one tiny package. Let's get started with the guide and bring this OPM to glory. Also, my apologies. I am currently kind of sick, so my voice sounds kind of hoarse and congested. My apologies. For the first part of our guide, we will reclaim our crown land and give our estates privileges. You can essentially pick whatever works for you here. Next, set your rivals with pretty much anyone you want. It really doesn't matter. Next, you want to stabilize your economy by either disbanding infantry or developing your capital. Then, send a merchant to the Rhineland trade node to get some more income for an admittedly small nation. And last, for the first part of the guide, set up a spy network in Berg and wait for it to reach 20. Once it has, we'll begin the second part of our guide. Once the spy network you've built reaches 20, it's time for war. Go ahead and declare war on Berg and occupy all three of the provinces of Berg, Jülich, and Bayfeld. Some pro tips here. If you mess up, you can always save scum and restart your save file to try again. If Berg is allied with a more powerful nation, as is always the case with smaller nations trying to get an edge among others, you could try to peace out the co-belligerent with ducats and reparations to leave the enemy alone in a war against you. Try making some alliances as well, even temporary ones work here. Get creative. However, once you occupy all three of Berg's provinces, go ahead and sue for peace. In the peace offer, make sure you make Berg a vassal. Since you are a free city, you have free protection from the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, which is almost always Austria, among other benefits as well. Expanding your territory through direct annexation removes the status of free city from you. Making them a vassal and feeding them territory not only keeps your status as a free city, but you can annex all the territory later for practically free. Once you've made them a vassal, go ahead and turn your attention to the OPM of claves. If possible, have your new vassal fabricate a claim against them. Once a claim has been produced against them, which is kind of RNG in and of itself, go ahead and declare war, occupy, and have your vassal annex the OPM. This brings us to the third part of our guide. The third part of our guide begins with our new vassal forming claims against several different nations. This is purely RNG and may take some time. The three nations needed here are Cologne, Gelre, and Utrecht. The first of the three will be the hardest, as Cologne is an elector within the Holy Roman Empire and will likely have lots of alliances. However, you most likely have pretty powerful alliances yourself. Plus, you now have a loyal attack dog in the form of your new vassal. Go ahead and declare war once the opportunity presents itself. Cologne has three provinces, all of which border your vassal by default. Have your forces and your vassal's forces converge on the provinces that have no fort, so they cannot supply more soldiers to their main battle stacks. Once both are dealt with, have some regiments hold and siege the capital of Cologne. Your allies will most likely have made some good progress against Cologne's allies as well. Once everything is occupied, or at least when you have enough war score, it's time for peace. You must have your vassal annex the province of Köln. Any additional provinces are optional if you have the war score. Our next war will be against Gelre, a Dutch OPM that borders the English Channel. We want this land as well as Utrecht's lands to convert to Dutch and form the Netherlands. Go ahead and declare war on the OPM and have Berg annex the province. The last nation here is Utrecht, a two-province nation that now borders your vassal if you followed the guide this far. Go ahead and declare war. Have your stack kill the province with no fort and command your vassal to siege the capital. Once you are done, sue for peace and have Berg annex the land. This transitions us into the last part of our guide. Now that your vassal has all the land we want, go ahead and annex Berg into your nation. This will take a while, as Berg by now has lots of development, and you won't have much diplo rep to increase its speed. You can hire a statesman advisor to speed this process along if your economy permits you to. Once annexed, you unfortunately lose your status as free city, and your protection from Austria. but you will gain lots of territory. Go ahead and develop your new Dutch provinces and state them. Then, spend 200 diplomatic monarch power to convert Dutch to your primary culture. At this point, you should try militarizing a little and upgrade your army. Stay up to date in tech, and build up monarch power. You should also attempt an alliance with France or England, as one will help us in the big war to come. The decision to form the Netherlands requires an admin tech of 10, and the required territories of Utrecht and Gelre, which we already have, Breda, Den Haag, and Amsterdam. These remaining provinces are majority owned by Holland, a Burgundian subject under a personal union, while Breda is under Brabant. Allying with France and or England can give us an advantage in this area. If you haven't yet, ally with one of these states. Once that is accomplished, fabricate a claim on Holland and promise your new ally or allies territory, and declare war. Taking all of Holland and Breda from this war is imperative to form the Netherlands. Go ahead and focus your attention on the two subject states, while your allies do the dirty work and clean up Burgundy, Navarre, and Flanders. Once the Burgundians have been shelved, make sure to obtain the required provinces, and make sure to give your allies land as well. Once cored, your new provinces will allow you to form the Netherlands. You will be removed from the Holy Roman Empire, which is a shame, but you have more naval and trade-oriented ideas if you prefer them. You also gain permanent claims on the lowlands region, and moves your capital to Amsterdam. You will receive new missions as well, that require mainland conquest, naval dominance, and colonization. Now let's discuss what expansion paths you might take, idea groups during your campaign, and the Protestant Reformation. Since you now have a permanent claim over the entire lowlands region, it seems logical that you could get some major land by invading the rich mahogany of Burgundy once again. Alternatively, you can invade north through East Frisia and the many German OPMs that line the coast of the North Sea, though it will be tough to do this as they are part of the Holy Roman Empire. As such, Austria will be called in to aid them. Lastly, colonization is a great way to get some more land and integrate it into your empire. Great spots to set up colonies include Brazil, the Ivory Coast, South Africa, and the eastern coast of North America, as well as others. Now let's shift our focus to idea groups. Once you reach tech level 50 and unlock the ability to swap your early ideas for more modern ones, your first 5 groups should include the following: a military group, such as defensive or quantity, exploration for exploring new lands to colonize and settle, administrative for overall cheaper conquests, diplomatic for more alliances and a bigger relations limit, and trade or economic to profit off the English Channel. Now let's focus on the Protestant Reformation. In the early to mid-1500s, a Catholic nation will get an event and will suddenly spawn a Protestant center of Reformation, converting other nations and territories to Protestantism, a new heretical form of Christianity to counter the Holy Roman Empire. Historically beginning in Wittenberg, this can happen to any Catholic nation at random. The choice to fight or join the new faith here is simple. I'd say join in on the fun and convert. Due to the church aspect system and the benefits provided by the religion by default, makes this choice easy for a colonial, economic, imperialist state. However, this will reduce opinion with most of your European allies, unless they convert as well. That just about does it for the guide. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it took me so long to come out with one of these again. I didn't think people would enjoy the first one so much. So, finally, I decided on making another one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications for when I upload new videos. See you guys. Take care out there.